Welcome to Smart Stock Watch, your go-to channel for in-depth financial analysis. Today is May 5th, 2025, and we're diving into the first quarter earnings report of RLJ Lodging Trust, a leading real estate investment trust specializing in premium-branded, urban-centric hotels. Joining us is John, our senior analyst from Smart Stock Watch. John, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me. RLJ Lodging Trust has just released their Q1 2025 results, and there's a lot to unpack, from their revenue performance to strategic initiatives like share repurchases and debt management.
Revenue and profitability overview. Let's start with the top line. RLJ Lodging Trust reported total revenues of $328.1 million for Q1 2025. John, how does this compare to their performance last year?
RLJ's total revenue increased by 1.1% compared to the same quarter last year. This growth is primarily driven by a 1.6% increase in comparable RevPAR, reaching $141.23. However, net income saw a decline of 33.2% to $3.2 million, which is something investors should keep an eye on.
And what about their profitability metrics?
The adjusted FFO per diluted common share came in at 0.31 cents, which is a slight decrease from 33 cents last year. Despite the revenue growth, the decline in net income and FFO indicates some pressure on profitability, possibly due to increased operating expenses.
Debt management and share repurchase. RLJ has been active in managing its debt and capital structure. Can you elaborate on their recent actions?
Absolutely. RLJ addressed all its 2025 debt maturities and fully paid down their revolver following a term loan refinancing. They upsized a $200 million term loan to $300 million, extending its maturity to 2030. This strategic move strengthens their balance sheet and provides more financial flexibility.
And what about their share repurchase program?
They repurchased 2.7 million shares for approximately $24.3 million year to date. This reflects their confidence in the company's valuation and is a shareholder-friendly move, potentially enhancing earnings per share in the future.
Operational efficiencies and future outlook. John, how is RLJ performing operationally, and what are their expectations for the rest of the year?
Operationally, RLJ reported a comparable hotel EBITDA of $85.3 million with a margin of 26.1%. However, both figures are slightly down from last year, indicating some operational challenges. Looking ahead, RLJ has updated their 2025 outlook due to heightened macroeconomic uncertainty, projecting a flat to 1% growth in comparable RevPAR.
What does this mean for investors?
Investors should be cautious but optimistic. RLJ's diversified urban-centric portfolio and lean operating model position them well to navigate the current environment. However, the updated outlook suggests they are preparing for potential headwinds.
EPS forecast and analyst expectations. Let's talk about the earnings per share. Analysts were forecasting an EPS of 27 cents. How did RLJ perform in this regard?
RLJ reported an adjusted EPS of 31 cents, exceeding the forecast of 27 cents from 4 analysts. This beat indicates that despite some challenges, RLJ managed to control costs effectively and leverage their urban market strengths to deliver better than expected earnings.
That's certainly a positive note for investors.
Indeed, it shows that RLJ is capable of outperforming expectations, which is encouraging for stakeholders looking for resilience in their portfolio.
Key takeaways. In summary, RLJ Lodging Trust has shown resilience in Q1 2025 with a revenue increase and an EPS beat. They've effectively managed their debt and capital structure while continuing to return value to shareholders through share repurchases. John, any final thoughts?
RLJ's strategic initiatives and strong urban market performance are commendable. However, investors should remain vigilant of the macroeconomic uncertainties that could impact future performance.
Thank you, John, for your insights, and thank you to our viewers for tuning in. If you found this analysis helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to Smart Stock Watch. We'd love to hear your thoughts on RLJ's performance in the comments below.